Whiskey and whatever.
Brad was lamenting the death of Steve Jobs earlier. Now, Brad's a designer, so obviously he's a Steve Jobs fan from the start. And I am too, but probably for different reasons. But have you noticed since, obviously he's passed over a year now, the difference in the quality of the software and the releases of iOS and OS X post Steve Jobs versus during Steve Jobs? What have you noticed?
Gotten more. It seems like we have more releases. It seems a little bit more complicated, and I'd say that's about it. I've noticed.
I think the quality of the software is dropped
Substantially.
noticeably.
No, see, I haven't noticed.
Maybe not
that.
substantially, but definitely noticeable.
Well, I'm only on iOS, on Macs, on iOS, so I don't know.
I see more people complaining about Yosemite, and I hear it every day. Several people in my office have upgraded. I have not upgraded yet.
Yeah, I have.
I won't until I hear that it's
Yeah.
stable, right? But that used to not be a concern. Then I made this comment earlier today too. I'm scared to reboot my machine because it's going to update and install some stuff I don't want, and I can't opt out of that.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there probably is some way to opt out of that.
I'm sure you can opt out of that some way.
But can you?
I'd be shocked if you can't.
But can you?
I don't know. But I would be kind of shocked if they didn't think of that.
I mean, you're right. There's probably a way to opt out of it, but
Do you think that, I tweeted the other day that I thought that Jobs was, if he was a good wartime CEO, it seems to me like Tim Cook is shaping up to be a good peacetime CEO. These
I
partnerships.
think Cook is a good Wall Street CEO.
You think he's a good Wall Street guy? Why?
Yeah. I think he not that Jobs didn't understand, but I think Cook is a more sensitive to market and the street in a way that Jobs was more cavalier about.
Well, yeah, he's a cavalier personality. So
Yeah, of course.
You can say with Wall Street, he's probably much more.
Jobs was more of a go to where the puck will be.
Yeah.
Cook is more calculated.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. But I could also, Jobs, didn't really need to kiss Wall Street's ass too much. He was putting out such great products.
Exactly.
So he didn't really need to worry about, like, screw you guys. I'm going to be so good you can't ignore me. Where people would say, don't post pictures of yourself online, don't use your real name, don't do
Facebook
this.
blew all that up.
Location now, people know when they know what urinal you're at. They know your full name, they know everything. And now you really kind of want to get there and brand it before somebody else does.
Yep.
I've bought domain names for people as gifts. You give away jcordius.com, people love that gift.
Here's a funny story. It's probably 2000, it might have been 2000, 2001, somewhere in that time frame. We had just launched the web hosting company, and we set up a deal with OpenSRS. We were an OpenSRS reseller, so we could sell domain names, right? We were buying domain names pretty inexpensively for the time. And we did a deal right around Christmas to buy a domain name as a gift for your loved one.
It's a great,
right?
That's great.
So, and we sold a bunch of domain names.
Did people eat it up?
They gobbled it up, but then we got an email back from one guy, and he said, you might want to proofread your marketing materials. I said, what are you talking about? He's like, because...
That's no fun. Why proof it?
And we've already sold 1,000 domain names, right, in just a couple of days. But we go back and we look at the message that we'd sent out, and the way we had phrased it was interesting, because you could take it one of two ways. The cool thing about English is we had said, buy a domain name for your loved one, or for your husband, your wife, your kids, or your grandparents before they are gone. Right? So the message was buy the domain name before they are gone. But if you read it the other way, it's buy a domain name for your grandparents before they are gone.
They're going to deceased. Before they kick the bucket.
So
why'd you have grandparents? Because grandparents aren't going to give a shit half the time.
We didn't care.
Yeah.
We were just trying to sell domain names.
Whatever.